Hi, welcome another sneak preview, but this time I'm on Herbstluftwm. So another tiling window manager. This is F12. It opens up a drop down thing to do your stuff. And what did I do already? I did an update. Nothing, well, 3 lines I think. Then I did another wall. Didn't see anything mentioning Scale, so no Scale. And then I did a simple screen recorder. You can see it when you arrow up. That's the one I typed, right? So we have a tiling window manager and it has no menu. Right mouse click, nothing here. You just can click here a few workspaces. You know the architecture you're on, the sound off and on, the memory, how much memory you're using, the CPU, how much CPU there. You can click this so that it's a little bit different, the notation of the day and the year and all that. And this is a simple screen recorder. Here is our PAMAC, which has an issue at this point in time. And we have here the network things, Bluetooth, and this may be interesting thing, and don't use it really because we have our keyboard shortcuts, right? And in my case, a Bluetooth headset, and I set my volume there. But if you need it, it's here. But what's interesting about volume icon is the fact that it has also this is Ctrl-Alt-U, so that's powerful control. And every system we have, the 15 desktops, we have powerful control. Well, not everyone. Plasma, I think, is an exception there. But if there is powerful control on your system, Ctrl-Alt-U is going to provide this particular thing. And if the sound of my mic is not good, it means I forgot to put the slider, I think from here till here. So the mic is good, but if I forget the slider, human error. All right, so you need to know what it's all about, right? We've visited every system, almost every system, and sneak preview of all our ArcoLinuxB ISOs. The idea is to build it, but if that's a little bit too much for you, you can just download it, burn it, and be done with it. That's possible too. What I always say is burn your USB with mintstick. It's strange that we're using something called mintstick, right? Sudo pacman -remove. It's already installed. So we have already the mintstick application on here. Now this is a little bit tricky since we're not a system. Well, depends how tricky you want it to be. Let's include some knowledge about mintstick. You can do this all on the terminal. So -M, you want to format USB or you want to burn a ISO. That's all you need to remember. So you can do it like this, -M, and I want to burn, most of the time we want to burn an ISO, right? So pop in the ISO and then pop in the USB and be done with it. But Super Shift D, there is of course mintstick here as well, and you see nothing happens. That's because we're in a tiling window manager. It doesn't know what to do. At this point in time, there is nothing, no start menu that's gonna give you a link that actually says -M ISO or -M format. So there's no pop-up, nothing's gonna work. So that's how you do it then. In the well, in this case, Termite up here. Just made a video about, I think, 12 terminals. One of the terminals, Termite. Now, today, and that's end of March up here, end of March 2020, we have a grand repository. I'm just gonna stick to the USBs, but what we always say, and please spread the word, if we see a black screen and it's trying to find the USB and you can't load the USB, so it's not getting to the installation, we tell install Etcher. You can today install Etcher. It's coming from our repo, the repo extra large. Take a look what's in there, it's awesome. Which means I can now do Etcher. And it's the same procedure, select me an image, select me an USB. Is this the USB? That's the USB. And then you burn it with a button flash. That's it. That's one. There's another one. Sudo pacman -S. And it's called Image Writer. And Image Writer is actually from SUSE, if you remember that. So that's another possibility. And both of them I've been using both of them for I think around 30 or 40 ISOs already, and I split them over the 3 of them and they all work, so that's great to know. Drag disk, put your disk in here, and then it's gonna say, okay, is this the correct USB, and then you write it and done. Some pop-ups come up, yes, you say the password, boom, it's gonna be written as well. So it's 3 possibilities, but if unsure, always tell people try Etcher, because Etcher exists on Windows, Etcher exists on Mac and on Linux, so it's always going to be a great tool, and it's going to work. It's simple. Image, USB, burn. There is no extra settings like in Rufus or unit booting or everything like that. Advise people to use Etcher. If there are something else, then ArcoLinux, because we have our mintstick. But the world is a little bit different. So once you go into this tiling window manager things, doesn't matter if it's Herbstluftwm or anything else, you need to get some workarounds sometimes, particularly for this mintstick, for example. So that's it for me. Just doing a topic. Some differences. Topic. This is Super Shift, if you're wondering. Ctrl-Alt-T. Super Shift just goes over a layout that you might want to have. All right, I'm out. Cheers.